Hey everybody. I'm gonna let it sync so it looks better. Oh my gosh, I'm like super nervous. I'm like really nervous. I don't do this often. When I do it, it's usually like a game and I mute my mic. So this is my first time actually talking in my own stream, other than saying like I'm taking a break or whatever. So hi, I'm Aurora. Just gonna let it sync because it looks like there's a little bit of a lag. Let me check my phone. Yeah, there's a bit of a lag still. Let me know when it syncs better. Okay, it looks like it's perfectly synced now. Anyway, today's stream is going to be relieving. Oh my god, let me turn my face off. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm so cringe. We're gonna be reliving Blackswan's videos live in India. I really like this era and I can't wait for the comeback. So I just kind of wanted to relive them with everybody. Yeah, anyway, gonna wait a few minutes so I can get myself acclimated to StreamYard and then we'll start. Okay, let's see. What do I do next? I think I just add. Okay. Are we seeing what I'm seeing? Okay. Alrighty. Oh, before we start, let me okay, let me put my ticker on for copyright. All right, let's put that one on the screen. Okay, now that we have the copyright ticker going, let's go start our little live stream for this one is credit to, oh my god, I have ads, that's right.
My name is Saoirse Axton. I'm from Ireland.
What I did for my I'll skip it. Oh my gosh.
Reimagining ancient art. I gotta go back.
Maybe I turn it down. Ah.
Away from me.
I made a little playlist of all my favorite performances. I do have one from Candy, unfortunately, but I wasn't 100% sure which were the best ones to start with. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm so embarrassed. He looks so great in this performance. Oh, the crowd is so big and they're loving them. This was such a great.
So you stop it, baby.
I think they were nervous because this was like their very first with the, because there's just so many important people there. Like the sports minister was there, some cabinet members were there. Schools let out early for this. This was a really big deal, and I'm so proud of them for having such a big stage. I hope they can have this kind of stage in Korea outside of like the music shows. I still do not like this rap from Fatu. It's one of her worst.
시간이 없어 babe take me away 틱틱 틱틱 jeez 오늘 맘이 다치고 있어 babe 고민은 ways 틱틱 틱틱 jeez wake on me 넌 나를 원해 tonight 넌 나를 원해 tonight 내 맘을 뺏어봐 You better turn up the light 넌 나를 원해 tonight 네 맘을 보여봐 Over and over Over and over Over and over 다 끝이야 쓸데없이 반복했잖아 이제 그만 break up make up 똑같은 얘기 이건 아니잖아 No 전에는 스토리는 끝없는 미련처럼 It's dangerous I don't like this way 다시 또 반복돼 자꾸 날 헤매게 It's maybe a trip 벗어날 수 없어 만약에 우리 사랑한데도 모든 게 달라졌단 말해도 손으로 날 돌리기 Over and over, over and over. Over and over. Over and over. 난 모르겠어. 뭐가 그리 어려운 건지. 너에게서 이리저리 헤어나올래도 다시 그 자리인 걸 No 어디서 보던 걸 잘못해버린 걸 It's dangerous place I don't like this way 끊어낼 수 없는 인연인 것처럼 It's maybe a trip 벗어날 수 없어 만약에 우리 사랑한데도 모든 게 달라졌단 말해도 처음으로 날 돌리기엔 늦은 걸
Hello, Whitney. Thank you for coming to my live stream. I know it's only just us three, but we're still having fun, right?
Top down, hands up, making it rain. You know, I know love is insane, but I can't stop falling, can't hit the brakes. 모두 같아, 거저 같이. 그저 너에게 난 꼭두 같이. Please don't go away. Over and over. Over and over. Over and over. Oh my god. 아프다고 해도 I want more. 너의 모든 걸 다 가지고 싶어. 손끝에 같은 마듯하게 넌 장난치듯한 지롭히잖아. Stop. 사랑은 왜 이런 게 아니라고 하지. 우리 달에서는 I'm not gonna be with you. 네 맞춤에 흔들리게 돼. 네 맘을 내게 말해줘. 오늘 밤에 날 몰랐지만 Just come close to me 달콤할 뿐인 말은 못해 오직 내게만 다 보여줄게 Close to me I need you close close I need you close I need you close 쉽기만 한 건 관심 없어 원하는 건 내가 제일 잘 알아
아슬아슬하게 pulls up 용이 내 맘속에 기다리게 맨날 come on back Ooh she's close look at that
다른 거 원래 이런 게 아니라고 하지 그래서는 I wanna be with you 네 맞춤에 흔들리게 돼네 맘을 내게 말해줘 오늘 밤에 날 안아줄래 baby I'll stay forever ever true yeah 내 손을 들어 내게 고민하지마 Just come close to me 달콤할 뿐인 말은 못해 오직 내게만 다 보여줄게 Close to me
What I want 지금 너와 내 둘이 눈적해봐 너는 너무 썩해 알려준 네 맘 너의 밤 너의 말만 하지 마고 너도 보여줘 내게 장난치면 다 훔쳐가 오늘 밤에 나를만 봐 감은 없어 잘생겨봐 Pull me close do it right yeah 난 이미 곁에 있는데 oh
I don't wanna wait I don't wanna
내 곁에 다가오는데 oh
I don't wanna 뱅뱅 손을 들어 내게 고민하지마 Just come close to me 달콤할 뿐인 말을 못해 오직 내게만 다 보여줄게 Close to me I need you close I need you close I need you close I need you close
Isn't it great that T-Mobile's network is powerful enough to bring high-speed home internet across the country?
Pay attention. T-Mobile home internet is just $50 a month.
Focus! Just $50 a month with price lock and no monthly fees.
Bariatric surgery doesn't just help you lose weight, it can also improve your overall health. Do the things you love easier with the people you love.
Wake up me 넌 나를 원해 tonight 넌 나를 원해 tonight 내 맘을 뺏어봐 You better turn up the light 넌 나를 원해 tonight 내 맘을 보여봐 내게 닿는 너의 손길 다가오는 입술 So you stop it baby 이번 난 좀 위험했지 넘어갈 뻔했지 But not nothing from me 라리라라리따리라 라리라따라따라라 라리라따라따리라 시간이 없어 babe Take me away Take jeez 오늘 맘이 다치고 있어 babe 고민은 waste tick the cheese wake up me 난 나를 원해 tonight 난 나를 원해 tonight 내 맘을 뺏어봐 You better turn up the light 넌 나를 원해 tonight 내 맘을 보여봐
It's not nice to keep running away, but I'm fine to keep playing this game. Alright, I'll stop. Don't yell at me, yo, it's too much, bro. 시간이 없어. 고민을 버려. 핫하게 fancy run.
시간이 없어 babe take me away tick the cheese 오늘 맘이 다치고 있어 babe 고민은 waste tick the cheese wake up me 난 나를 원해 tonight 난 나를 원해 tonight 내 맘을 뺏어봐 You better turn up the light 난 나를 원해 tonight 내 맘을 보여봐
क्या सबको हमारा परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा लगा?
Right into the next stage, which is actually Envy's favorite Blackswan song.
Over and over.
Woo! Woo!
Let's get it.
Over and over. Over and over. Over and over. 다 끝이야. 쓸수 없이 반복했잖아. 이제 그만 break up, make up 똑같은 얘기 이건 아니잖아 No 재미난 스토리는 끝없는 미련처럼 It's dangerous case I don't like this way 다시 또 반복돼 자꾸 날 헤매게 It's maybe a true 벗어날 수 없어 만약에 우리 사랑한데도 모든 게 달라졌단 말해도
Paul, what do you think of the performances so far? You like them? I actually want to skip to the interview soon. I think that's a bit more interesting than watching the same videos that I have been watching for the last 2 weeks.
Over and over 모르겠어 뭐가 그리 어려운 건지 너에게서 이리저리 헤어나올랬다 다시 그 자리인걸 너 어디서부터 날 잘못해버린걸 It's dangerous case I don't like this way 끊어낼 수 없는 인연인 것처럼 It's maybe a true 벗어날 수 없어 만약에 우리 사랑한데도 모든 게 달라졌단 말해도 처음으로 다 돌리기엔 늦은걸 Over and over, over and over Over and over Over and over I can't get over
Okay. Anyway, I kind of got a little bored with that. I was thinking that we could probably talk about the book now. Like, enough time has passed. We've done enough entertaining things for the beginning of the stream. So today I got Jessica Jung's book called Shine. It's loosely based off of her experience in being in a girl group, Girls' Generation, SNSD. If you're new to it, SNSD is a really big K-pop group. It's actually one of my first girl groups that I got into when I got into K-pop. They have mostly feminine style, but they kind of switch over. They're Korea's national girl group, though I do think Twice is now the current national girl group, but I still feel like Girls' Generation paved the way for girl groups like that, especially like the newer kind that we see today. So if anyone's interested, we can do maybe weekly live streams. I've always wanted to read it. At first, I did listen to a couple chapters on like audiobook, but then I decided that maybe owning the book and reading it myself would be better. But I'm not very good with like keeping track of things. So it's like sometimes I thought recently, let me slow down, I'm going like super quickly. I thought maybe if I read it on stream, it would actually keep me it'd probably keep me on track with the book and I'd probably do better. Let's see. I'm really enjoying everything. Streaming YouTube live is new to me. Yeah, it's new to me too. I feel kind of nervous. I feel like I don't know what to say. At first I thought maybe if I wrote a script that would probably be easier, but then I thought, well, that sounds very stiff and I'm still kind of getting used to like a lot of YouTube stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. I thought the live streaming the book would be pretty, fun to do, but I don't know. So yeah, I bought both the books. I also bought Spare by Prince Harry. So I thought we could start this up. I think this would be a lot more fun. Though it was fun to warm up. I think I'm kind of warmed up, and I don't know. What do you guys say in the comments? Thank you, Paul. Does anyone want me to read the book to them, or does anyone have their own copy and wants to read? Should I find a setup? I could go either way. I'm really open to suggestions. Oh, yeah, my cat said hi. Cat's in the back. Because if I did the live streams and I read the book, I was thinking maybe I could read 1 to 2 chapters. What's wrong? 1 to 2 chapters, sorry. Per live stream. What's wrong? I think she's just bored. Once maybe every other day, once a week, whatever. I guess really based on my schedule and whatever people are kind of into. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Maybe if I stream more, I'll be more comfortable. I'll give everybody a few minutes to decide what they want to do. I'm down for whatever. I can start a new live stream that is just mostly book based. If that is what anyone wants, I can in this live start a new live that's mostly just book, even though the first part was literally just listening to K-pop and watching my favorite Blackswan streams. Yeah. Wish I could do a poll. Let's see. Maybe I'll make one on the community tab. Let me just get over to there. Yeah, and then people can vote for it afterwards as well, because I'd like to do something creative. Let's see. No, not go live. Oh, this is so complicated. Community. Okay. Should shine. Okay. Oops. Okay, and I'm gonna add one more. Okay, and post. Go vote. All three of you, go vote. Alrighty. Whatever works for me. Okay. I don't know. I kind of want it to be its own stream. Like that way, if anyone wants to go back and read it, they don't have to go through 31 and 13 minutes to find the start of the book stream. So, I'm going to give everybody a few minutes. Maybe more people might want to come in or not, but we can just do the regular stream. I'm going to vote. Yeah, I'm not going to vote because I think that's going to taint. It's going to taint it. So, whatever works fine for me. Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay, so maybe we should just read it now. I guess we can recap in the next chapter. The next live. Because if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna take a break for a few seconds and to get like some water, set the mood, turn on a better lamp, and I'll come back. So let me figure out how to put everybody on hold. Is that okay? So give me a sec. Forgive me, I'm like super new at this. Okay, I'm back. I had to take care of some things and figure out why my cat is knocking things over and being an Adderall joke. All right, let's turn that on. Unless you guys want some music. You guys want some music? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know. Okay, put the last comment back on the screen. Let's let YouTube catch up with me because I'm ahead of the game per usual. Okay. Let's do a little AMSR. Okay, so I have the book right next to me. I have some water. So if anyone is ready, let me know if you're ready to get the book started. And then stuff like that. Oh, a new book smells so good. Let's crack it open. Okay. Shine by Jesset. Oops. The music was nice. Okay, so I'll put the music back on. Was it night driving? There we go. Oh my god! Cat, get away from me. You can't be up here. I'll just turn it down a little bit so we can have a little bit of ambiance. Alright. Oh, that's a little too low. There we go. To all my golden stars. Heads up, legs crossed, tummy tucked, shoulders back. Smile like the whole world is your best friend. I repeat the mantra in my head as the camera pans across my face. The corners of my lips turn up in a perfectly sweet, don't you want me to tell you all my secrets? Pink cloth smile. But you probably shouldn't. You know what they say. 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Well, that couldn't be truer for my world, where everyone is always watching and your secrets can actually kill you. Or at least they can kill your chance to shine. Okay. You girls must be thrilled. The interviewer is a middle-aged man with oily slick back hair and fair skin. He might have been handsome if his garish pink satin tie and red shirt combo wasn't so distracting. He leans forward eagerly, his eyes gleam at the 9 girls seated before him. A sea of perfectly tousled beach waves and unblemished faces glowing from years of skin-brightening face masks. Choreography down to the angle of our sleekly glossed crossed legs. Oh my gosh, I can't read. And the descending order of our pastel rainbow-hued stilettos. Hitting number 1 at all music shows with your debut music video, no less. You're 1 chart away from an all kill. How do you feel? We couldn't be more excited. Mina jumps in eagerly, flashing her perfectly white teeth in a beaming smile. My face muscles ache as I stretch to match hers. It's a dream come true, Unji agrees, before loudly popping her gum, blowing a huge strawberry-scented bubble. We're so grateful for the opportunity to do this together, Lizzie chimes in, her eyes practically glowing under layers of silver eyeshadow. The interviewer's eyes lit up as he leans in conspiratorially. So you all get along? I mean, 9 incredibly beautiful girls in one group? That can't always be easy. Suman gives a soft, effortless laugh, pursuing her flawlessly bright lips. Nothing is ever always easy, she says, but we're family, and family comes first. She links arms with Lizzie sitting next to her. We belong together. The interviewer flutters a hand across his heart. Just precious. And what do you love about working together? His eyes travel slowly over the group, finally landing on me. Rachel? My eyes immediately shift to the huge camera sitting behind the interviewer. I can feel the lens zoom in on me. Heads up, legs crossed, tummy tucked, shoulders back. I've been preparing for this moment for years. I smile wide, turning the interviewer into my best friend. My mind goes completely blank. Say something, Rachel. Say anything. This is the moment you've been waiting for. My hands have gone clammy, and I can sense the other girls start to shift uncomfortably in their seats as my silence fills the room. The camera feels like a spotlight, hot and prickly on my skin. As my mouth dries up, it almost impossible to speak. Finally, the interviewer sighs and takes pity on me. You've all been through so much together, training for 7 years before making it big. Has the experience Wait, has the experience been everything you hoped it would be? He smiles, lobbing me an easy question. On my face, he continues. And tell me a little more about your life, what your life was like as a trainee for your big girl group debut. What was your favorite part? I answer, and I discreetly wipe off the sweat off my hands onto the leather seat. What else? I say, lifting a hand, awkwardly waggling towards the camera. 8 girls to do your non. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Did I really manicure? Luckily, the interviewer booed loudly. Okay, I can do this. I see you smile at me. Uh-oh. Rachel, you received high praise for your talent as a lead vocalist. Do you find your talents inspire other girls to do better, work harder? At this, I blush, putting my hand to my face to cover up the color rising in my cheeks. My head starts buzzing again. I practice answering these questions a million times, but every time I get in front of that camera, I freeze. The lights, the interviewer, the knowledge that millions of people out there are watching me, like my brain disconnect. It's like my brain disconnected from my body, and no amount of practice or preparation can make the two come together again. My throat fills up with a lump the size of a golf ball, and I notice the interviewer's smile growing more and more frozen on his face. Crap, how long has he been waiting for me to answer? Quickly, I blurted out, I mean, I am talented. Out of the side of my eye, I noticed Lizzie and Suman glance at each other, eyebrows lifted. S word. Wait, but not the most talented. I mean, well, the group, all the girls, we all, I think what Rachel means to say is we all love what we do, and we inspire everyone, each other every day. Mina cuts in smoothly. Speaking as the leader of the group, the lead dancer of the group, I know I learned a lot from my father about a strong work ethic. She's cut off by a sharp ringing in the class bell over the system speaker. The camera clicks off and the interviewer's smile wilts off his face. He takes his time, slowly peeling off his suit jacket to reveal a huge sweat. Sorry, that's funny. To reveal a huge sweat stain, darkening the satin under his arms as the 9 of us, some of the top K-pop trainees at DB Entertainment, wait for our mock interview media assignment. I'd like to see a bit more energy for next week. Remember, the only difference between a trainee and a DB K-pop star is how much you want it. Unji, she looks at him, eyes wide and scared. How many times do I have to tell you, no bubblegum during the mock interview? One more violation and I'm sending you back to newbie class. Unji's face turns pale and she bows her head low. Suman, Lizzie, their heads snap up. More personality from the both of you. No one's paying 200,000 won for a K-pop concert full of stars who use makeup to hide the fact that they have nothing interesting to say. Excuse me. Sorry. Lizzie looks like she's about to cry, and Suman's bright red lips match the blush blooming on her cheeks. Finally, he turns to me and in an almost bored voice says, Rachel, we've been over this before. Your singing and dancing is some of the best we've seen, but that's only a part of the job. If you can't sell yourself to me during the interview, how do you expect to perform in front of a huge crowd every night, or do real interviews with live audiences? We expect more from you. He gives us a curt nod before walking out the training room, shaking a cigarette from his front pocket. I practically melt off the tiny I've been sitting on for the past hour, my smile fading as I massage the stiletto-induced cramp in my right leg. I've heard it all before. Do better, Rachel. Get comfortable in front of the camera, Rachel. K-pop star must be lovable, eloquent, and perfect at all times, Rachel. I let a grin out of pain as I twist around to pull on my Converses. Mina glares at me from her seat. What now? She lifts her hand, showing off her perfectly French manicured fingers, whatever. 8 girls to do your nails for you? Seriously? We're not your servants, Rachel. She rolls her eyes. You would know, I think to myself, of anyone at every one of DB, Mina is the most likely to have servants. She's the eldest daughter of one of Korea's oldest and most powerful chaebol families, the Chus, also known as the C-Mart family. There are thousands of orange and white C-Mart stores all over the country, selling everything from kimchi, yogurt, Yakult and freshly made japshi. Two neon yellow sweatshirts with knockoff Serenio characters spouting ridiculous Konglish phrases like "Your mom is my hamster," meaning Mina is richer than rich, and a huge pain in my. You know, you're the reason we have so many of these media training practices, right? My insides heat up. It's true. I know it's true, but that doesn't mean I want to hear it from Mina. You can at least try answering like a K-pop star and not some starstruck girl like at a slumber party? Or is that too much to ask for our poor little Korean American princess? I stiffen. It's no secret. I was born and raised in the States, New York City to be exact. But between my dance trainer screaming at me for being 3 minutes late to class this morning and my failed interview performance, I'm in no mood to deal with Mina and her attitude today. I don't remember the interview asking you any personal questions, Mina. Maybe you're just not as interesting as you think you are. Or maybe I don't need the practice, Mina says. I sighed. I skipped the breakfast this morning. And the effort to keep up this verbal sparring with Mina requires at least one meal, if not two. I turn away, scooping my heels in my old white leather tote bag. What, you think you're too good to talk to me now? Didn't your teach you any manners? Mina asks. Mina says. Okay, hold on. Whoa. 5 people. Hello. Hi, everybody. My goodness. Hi. Hello, cat. It's glitching. Oh, sorry. I don't know when that was supposed to. Try to work on it better. Okay. Let me get some water really quickly. Okay. Let's see. Where was I? What do you expect from her? Lizzie says, checking her mascara in her monogram compact mirror. She snaps it shut and there her eyes at me. Sweet little Princess Rachel, whose mom won't let her step foot in the trainee house. Maybe that's why she thinks that we're all nothing better to do with our time than do each other's nails. It must be nice, Mr. No's favorite. To be Mr. No's favorite when she says with a loud sigh, you know, some of us actually have to work hard to get where we are. You don't see us getting any favors from the head of DB. I hope you don't think that you're some of us, Suman says, whipping around to face Unji. I can't remember the last time I saw you break a sweat over anything. Speaking of sweat, you might want to freshen up a bit, sweetie. Unji says, drawing a circle in the air around her face. You look a little shiny. Well, your nose is looking a little plastic, Suman bites back. Oh, wow. This is kind of spicy. The two of you are giving me a headache, Lizzie whines to Mina. Somebody make them quiet. Mina smiles. Of course, Lizzie, sweetie. Why don't we turn the camera back on and we'll shut them right up. Oh wait, that only works on Rachel. The room dissolves into giggles as my face flares in anger and embarrassment. I should bite back, but I don't. I never do. I like to pretend it's because I'm taking my mom's advice to heart. You know, be the bigger person, always take the high road, never let them see you sweat, the mantras of a strong, American-minded feminist everywhere. But the huge lump that returned to my throat knows that it's a lie. I finish lacing my shoes and stand. If you excuse me, I say, winding my way out of the room. Well, you're excused, Mina says earnestly. Out of the corner of my eye, I see her motion to the other girls, whispering wildly as she slyly smiles to spread across their face. Okay, DBX Entertainment's training campus is exactly like the K-pop stars. It turns out flawless, sparkling, and pretty much impossible to look away from. It's prime real estate in the heart of, oh my god, I'm really bad at Korean. Cheomdong. I'm gonna just say Cheomdong, sorry. The capital of K-pop. In the summertime, the trainees gather for yoga, Pilates on the rooftop garden, fighting over the coveted covered spots to avoid even the hint of a sun blemish. Inside, giant fountains with spring water flow from the Soroka-san grace the Taekwondo marble clad lobbies. I'm really sorry. Don't know a lot of Korean words. I thought I did, but I do not. Okay, fountains are to help us channel our inner peace in order to achieve the highest potential. But we all know that's what a joke that is. There's no inner peace to find here. Especially not with the yearbook staring you in the face. The yearbook, so named because most of the trainees here have never gotten a chance to actually have a high school yearbook. Wow, that's sad. Is what we call the walls surrounding the fountain's central wing lobby, decorated with framed photos of every K-pop star who debuted at a DB. Oh my god, I want to say its real name so bad. DB's training program. The picture-perfect smiles and glossy hair reminds us we're mere trainee mortals of what we can aspire to every day as we scurry from class to class. And the smack in the middle of the wall, the one place we all hope to see ourselves someday, is a gold plaque with the names of every DB solo group, so a solo star or group that has debuted number 1 on the Seoul music charts. As I walk past, I glare, my eyes blurring as I go over the names and I memorized years ago. Oh god. Pyo Kiri, Kwan Woo Woon, Lee Ji-young. Yeah, okay, I know that word. And the most recent, Next Boys. I feel a familiar squeeze around my heart, that patent K-pop training combination of stress, panic, and dehydration. As I flash to my disastrous interview performance, wincing at the memory, I quicken my steps, hurrying towards the independent practice rooms that line up the west wing of the building. The hallway is full of random toys, props used by the best of, the best stars in the worldwide concerts. Half of the paraphernalia has the insignias Electric Flower, King Gina, a gold plaque legend, and the leader of the biggest and best girl group in K-pop for the last few years. They debuted at the top spot and never left it. When I joined DB, I worshipped those girls, Gina especially. I admired them. Even more now, knowing that they had to go through what they had to go through to get to that where they were. Okay. Oh god, there's less people. That's even better. Okay. But part of me wonders about the girls they left behind, the ones that didn't make it in the groups. Will I be on the top or the left left behind the shadows? Let me take a break, sorry. Okay, back. Brass reverberates in the hallways as I peek inside the room to see a second-year trainee practicing Blue Pearl's iconic Don't Give Up on Love. She flubs the side-to-side arm movements and wilts, dragging herself over to the speaker panel to start the song from the beginning. My whole body aches just watching her, from the sweat dripping off her forehead to her bright red cheeks. I can tell she's been in there for hours, a typical day for young trainees. At the end of the hall, I run my finger over the electric sign-up screen that dictates practice room availability. It's still pretty early on Saturday, so I'm hoping for some afternoon time to work on my dance moves, but unbelievable. Every single slot is filled. My hands clench and I feel my body temperature skyrocket. Lizzie wasn't wrong. I'm not like the other trainees who are here 24/7, singing, dancing in the practice room until 4 a.m., sleeping at the nearby trainee house, and waking up and doing it all over again every single day. Back when I first got recruited to DB, my mom almost didn't let me come. It meant uprooting our family from New York City to Seoul. My sister giving up on her school and her friends, and both of my parents gave up their jobs. But more than that, she couldn't understand why K-pop meant so much to me, and she definitely didn't understand the trainee lifestyle, the intense pressure, the years of training, the plastic surgery scandals. Then, about 3 weeks into begging my mom to change her mind, my alimony died. I remember how sad I felt, how I cried with my mom and Leia for hours. How when she was alive, Halimi would sit me down every morning during our visits and braid my hair, whispering old folk tales into my ears, telling me in her soothing voice how I would grow up to be beautiful, wise, and wealthy. My mom wouldn't let us miss school for the funeral. And when she got back from Korea, I practically decided to let go of the whole training thing. But to my surprise, Uma made a deal. We would move to Seoul, and I would go to school during the week, but get an education, keep my prospects for college open, and every weekend, starting Friday night, I would train. Once a few years ago, I asked her why she changed her mind after Halmoni died, but all I got was a blank stare followed by a quick smack on the back of my head. The DB execs didn't really go for Uma's arrangement at first, but for some reason, Mr. No decided to bend the rules for me. Uma thinks it's because of her American female empowerment, as she calls it. But I know I'm just one of the few lucky few Mr. No favors. One of the lucky few he decided to pluck from trainee obscurity and pay extra attention to. Although the trainee program extra attention really just means extra pressure. Still, the situation was pretty unheard of, and it wasn't long before I was known as Princess Rachel, the most pampered trainee at DB, the full-blooded Korean whose American passport and American attitude and American dislike of spam, okay, spam is good, whatever, put more distance between me and the other trainees than the entire Pacific Ocean had. Now, 6 years later, even though I have been here longer and almost all the trainees, the nickname still lives on. You think they judge me based on how hard I train, how I worked my body to the bone at DB headquarters on the weekends, how I slept 4 hours at night during the week because of the hours I practiced. I put in, after finishing up my homework, how I begged my school to give me an independent study in music so I could have 50 minutes alone every day in the music room practicing scales to keep me sharp. But instead, they judged my clean clothes, my neatly brushed hair, and the fact that I get to sleep in my own bed at night. Wow, that's so petty. And the worst part is, they're right. Every single of them puts in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Most of them live at the training house and go home once a month, if that. They eat, sleep, and breathe K-pop. No matter how you look at it, I can't compete with that. And that's exactly what I have to do. Digging the heels of my palm into my forehead, I tried to take a calm, even breaths. As I got closer and closer to debut age, I begged my mom to let me train full time, but all I ever got was all I ever got back was a resounding refusal. How can I tell my mom that it's almost unheard of it to debut in a girl group if you're out of your teen years? Oh, I didn't know that. How can I explain that I'm 2 years away from being past my prime? It's been almost 7 years since DB debuted Electric Flower. Right before the last big DB family tour, they haven't debuted another girl group since. Rumors that DB is looking to debut a new girl group and soon have been swirling for months, and I can't afford to wait another 7 years. I can't afford to wait another 7 months. But by then, might be too late for me. Debuting is everything I've been working hard towards, and there's no way I'm going to let myself be passed over, no matter what Uma says. Rachel! I jerked my hands away from my face and put on a pleasantly neutral expression, bracing myself for another confrontation with Mina. I exhale and smile. However, when I see Akari bounding down the hall, her thick black ponytail streaming behind her. Akari Masuda moved to Seoul with her parents when she was 10 years old after her father, a Japanese tech genius, was recruited to work at the Osan Air Force Base. She's been on the short list to start training at the L Star Records, a huge J-pop label in Tokyo. But her parents didn't want her living on her own at such a young age. Instead, her dad pulled some strings to get her into the DB program. Maybe it's because we both understand what it's like to be an outsider in Seoul. But we've gotten along since the day we've met. It's not easy making friends when everything feels like a competition, but Akari is one of the few people at DB I really trust. Where have you been? She asked, linking her arms smoothly through mine. She has the natural grace of a dancer, having been in ballet since she was 4. Media training, I respond lightly. Akari takes in the dark circles under my eyes and my red splotchy face and gently starts to ease me away from the practice room. Well, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was worried you're going to miss the newbie bowing ceremony. I groaned and stopped in my tracks. No, please don't make me do that. You know I hate it. Hate it or not, the bowing ceremony represents family, and at DB, family comes first. Akiri giggles, her face contorting into a disturbingly accurate replica of Mr. No. DB Entertainment CEO, or he would say the head of the tight-knit DB family. Ha! She wiggles her eyebrows. Plus, I heard there's catering. My stomach rumbles at the thought of food, and I remember that I haven't eaten anything all day. You should have led with that, I say, letting her drag me down the hallway. You know I never say no to free food. Who does? Akira shouts as we step into the main lobby. It's teeming with people, trainees pushing to classes and staff rushing to their offices prepping for the big Electric Flower concert in Busan next weekend. I wonder who that's supposed to be. Let me just see how many pages I have left because I'm a big giant child and this is more than I thought it would be. Oh wow, we're back at 4 people again. Hi people. You guys enjoying the story so far? Yes, no, maybe so. Actually, let me go check the community tab again. Okay, nope. I don't know why I thought people would vote on it. Okay, let me just take a water break and then we'll go back. We passed the cafeteria, famous for being the only Michelin-starred corporate cafeteria in all of Asia. Even international superstars like Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner have come here just to eat the food. Too bad it's wasted on most of the trainees, idols who are actually repped by DB, as we are meticulously weighed each week. Can't afford to pop out of our costumes on stage, sarcasm intended. The auditorium is one of my favorite places on campus. All gleaming blonde wood with faux industrial iron chandeliers dangling from the ceiling. The stage rises dramatically in the center of the room. To more accurately reflect the experience of a stadium tour, of course, with plush velvet covered seating surrounding it. Mr. No is already standing on stage with the new trainees lined up behind him. As we slide into the first row of seats, we'll look at the kids on stage. They're fidgeting and smiling with the excited, nervous energy of the other kids that might feel on the first day of school. Mr. No, tacky as ever, head to toe in Prada, looks the way he always does. Narrowed, critical eyes hidden behind mirror-tinted glasses, able to spot an underperforming trainee from a mile away. But with hands resting gently on the newbie's shoulder, a failed attempt to seem fatherly. As he drones on about the challenges that await this fresh batch of future K-pop stars, my eyes wander over to the food set up on the tables on the other side of the auditorium. It's lavish Western-style spread of prosciutto, fig sandwiches, rosewater donuts, and fruit platters bursting with fresh mangoes and lychee. A small group of DB execs and senior trainees have already set up camp around the banquet tables, stuffing their faces. I see familiar flash of neon pink hair amongst them and wave at Chung Yujin, DB's head trainer. Yujin was one of the first who scouted me while I was singing style inside a norebang in Myeongdong. I was 11 years old, and Leia and I were visiting our harmony in Seoul for the summer. I'm 18 now, and Yujin is still the person at DB I look up most to. She's now my mentor, my uni. No one but Akiri knows our history, though, and how close we really are. Yujin always says my life as a K-pop star trainee is already hard enough. With that Mr. No's interest in my special schedule, and that she doesn't want to pile on telling everyone that I'm her favorite. She waves back discreetly, pretending to look interested as a wrinkly old exec grabs her arm by the arms and starts gabbing in her ear. I said grabbing. I can't read. Oh my god. She catches my eye from across the auditorium and mouths, "Help." I giggle to myself with my eyes sliding on the orange and white sign display on the table. On behalf of True Mina and her father, we are proud to be a part of the DB family. Bon appetit. Wow. I have a feeling of who Mina is, but I'm gonna wait until I'm done with this chapter. I know who Mina is. My grin vanishes. Maybe I can say no to free food after all. I think I just lost my appetite, I said flatly. Akari follows my eyes to the sign. Oh, she says, and laughs, trying to brighten my mood. Come on, Mina's not that bad. Remember what happened at my bowing ceremony? Akari smiles, eyes crinkling. Oh yeah, I love this story. On my first day as a DB newbie, I had no idea I was supposed to bow to the seniors at this ceremony. I was fresh off the plane from New York City, and even though both of my parents are Korean, bowing isn't really something you do all that much in the States. When I was a kid, it was just something we did when we visit our parents' friends from church during the New Year. And that was the full formal Korean bow. And it was worth it too for a crisp $20 bill they would always hand it to us afterwards. I thought this ceremony was just a welcoming event and a chance to meet other new trainees. Eugene Oni, knowing I wouldn't know what to do, whispered in my ear that I should bow to the senior trainees. So I did, to the older teens standing in a row. When I got to Mina, a girl my age, I just stuck out my hand to shake hers, thinking it was right and polite thing to do. I might as well have kicked her in the stomach and spit in her hair for the tantrum she had. By now, Akari had taken over the story, mimicking Mina's world-class meltdown. Who does this think she is? She crowds with laughter. She thinks she's some kind of hot shot because she's from America? Learn some manners, newbie. I rolled my eyes, recalling how she immediately tattled on me to Mr. No, demanding I be punished for my lack of respect to my sunbae. Literally anyone with any more experience than you, even if that person is the same age or younger. Thankfully, Eugene put a stop to that. But since then, Mina has basically made it her goal to destroy me. God, the temper she has. That was kind of funny. Wow, this book is a lot. But you still didn't bow, did you? Akari says. It'll take more than some rich daddy's girl with a god complex to make me bow to Mina, I say. That's my girl. Akari pats me on the back. Young Rachel, not... Sorry about that. Kids are very annoying. Don't have any of those. Wow. Yeah, don't have any of those. All right. That's my girl. Kari pats me on the back. Young Rachel would be so proud of you. I flash her a quick smile, but inside my heart starts to sink. If I could go back in time, knowing the proper etiquette, I would really do it. Would I really do it the same way? I want to say yes, but obviously I would put Mina in her place. But even I don't know if I'm being honest with myself. I think back to the way I ran out the training room this morning, the way I avoid confrontation with all the other trainees. Eugen's always telling me to rise above, to focus on training, and I play those words over in my head constantly. But even an 11-year-old Rachel, would even an 11-year-old Rachel be proud of me? Or would she call me a coward? Akari and I joined the ceremony on stage, waiting for our turn to in line with the other senior trainees to receive bows from the newbies. Excuse me, Lizzie snaps at us. Princess and her pawn to the back of the line. The girls around us gasp in shock. Beside me, Akari whirls to face her. Excuse you, she snaps back. Her face inches from Lizzie and her eyes narrowed in anger. We're more senior than you, and we're not going anywhere. Lizzie's eyes nervously dart over to Mina's, who's looking at us with a smug smile on her face. But there wasn't nothing she could say. They both knew. Akari was right. Whatever, she huffs, clearly defeated. You're still foreigners. Whoa, wow, that's racist. Jeez. Wow. All around us, trainees started staring and giggling. I've had enough. Come on, Akari, I mutter, my cheeks bright pink. It's not worth it. I can tell Akari is seething by the way she walks. Back tall and stiff, but she follows my lead. It's not worth it, I tell myself. It's unprofessional to throw down at the newbie ceremony. I'm no Mina. Instead, we make our ways to the banquet table. Eugene grabs my hand, squeezing it hard. Everything okay up there? It looked tense. I gave her a tight smile. It's fine. Nothing to worry about, I say as I ignore her arched brow and grab the plate. Distractedly, I reach for a sandwich, intent on eating away this shame spiral that started to grow in my stomach. When Akari pulls my hand back, shaking her head. Cucumber. She pointed to the sign. Gross. I shudder, plopping a white pizza bacon grilled cheese on my plate instead. Thanks, you saved my life. What are friends for? Plus, I'll never relive the horrific cucumber catastrophe of 2017. 2017? Timeline don't make sense. Okay. I think she means 2007, but okay. I still get nightmares thinking about you vomiting all over the cafeteria after one tiny bite of cucumber salad. Don't blame me. Humors are like jogging exercises of the vegetable world. People pretend to like them because they're supposed to be healthy for you, but really they're just the worst. And they have a horrible taste in your mouth, and they should be illegal. I like Jessica. Sorry, but I believe cucumbers are technically a fruit. Akari laughs and throws a crumpled napkin at her face. And I throw a crumpled napkin at her face. Ooh, walk into any K-pop trainee lesson and you'll find some of the most talented teens in the world. Expert dancers, accomplished singers, and of course, world-class gossip mongers. I heard he dyed his hair orange, Unji says. Not just any orange, but the exact same custom shade that Romeo from Big Money has. A first-year trainee in silver pants chimes in, his voice barely past puberty. Looks like class is in session. All the gossip, of course, is focused on one thing: Jason Lee, DB's newest K-pop star, the latest addition to the coveted plaque on the yearboard. After his group Next Boys debuted #1 with their single "True Love." You couldn't take a step onto campus or anywhere in Seoul, really, without hearing Jason's brooding tenor singing about finding his one true love. Mr. No had never looked happier, but now apparently sweet, humble, loyal Jason and the execs are in a big fight and no one knows why. I sip a can of Milky's, happy to forget all about my day and listen to the theories swirl around me. I heard he stole Mr. No's vinyl record collection, a third voice whispered, hiding behind a thick reddish-brown bangs. Angel Boy? Stealing? He would never. Would Mr. No even notice? He has like 1,000. He has 1,000 records. Are you serious? He's obsessed with those records. Who cares if he's a thief? He's too cute to be fired. Half a dozen of the trainees all started nodding in agreement. I shake my head in slight disbelief. Stolen records, dyed hair. That's the worst of the vicious DB rumor mill can come up with. A few months ago, a female trainee, Susie Choi, was suddenly let go in the middle of the training cycle. Rumors had run rampant that she had a drug problem, and she owed thousands of money to her dealers who sold her to one of those North Korean-themed restaurants in Cambodia. Akari, on the other hand, chimed that she had seen Susie on the street holding hands with some cute boy. But I don't believe it. There's no way Susie would have broken DV's strict no dating rule in the industry. Illicit drug use are more believable than an illicit boyfriend. Another time last year, my mom and dad were both working on Sunday and asked me to bring Leia up to training with me. The rumor was that she was my illegitimate child, and I took care of her during the week, and that was the reason I didn't train during the week. To have only had just died down. Those rumors have just died down. Of course, the fact that I'm only 5 years older than her didn't seem to matter to anyone. What we should really be doing is training harder, not gossiping, Mina says primly, stretching as she stands up and glances in Mr. Knowles' direction. I resist the urge to roll my eyes. Could she get any more obvious? Zeroing in on me, she saunters over, smiling brightly at the plate in my hands. Rachel, so sorry you couldn't participate in the bowing ceremony. It's probably better left to those of us who actually know what we're doing. Don't you think? But I do hope you're enjoying the food. That's it. I had enough of Mina for today. Yes, I say, brightly back, pushing a piece of bacon off my plate and crunching down on it. I'm lucky to be so naturally thin that I don't have to watch what I eat. Wow. I let my eyes linger on her plate full of peeled celery and dortimuk, whatever, while a group of younger trainees swivel around us, eyes agog and giggling. Mina's eyes narrow in shock and anger. She's not used to me biting back, and I'm sure she'll make me pay. Raising her voice several decibels, she says, "If you and Akari are free tonight, why don't you guys join us for vocal practice at the trainee house? We do it every Saturday, and I wouldn't want you to fall behind." The trainee house. Yeah, right. Uma would never let me go, and Mina knows it. Before I could respond, Mr. No strides over. Mina's loud voice was obviously paid off. At least she's getting something out of the extra singing lessons. The girl knows how to project. What's this I hear about a late night practice? His eyes move across the group, landing on me. Rachel, was this your idea? He asked, smiling. Our hard-working trainee. His eyes focus in on me, and all the trainees around us go silent. Everyone's sitting up as straight as they possibly can, alert and ready to be called on and to impress at a moment's notice. Beside me, Mina looks furious that Mr. No has singled me out yet again. And I force a smile into my face and open my mouth to respond, but Mina cuts me off at the last moment. "I'll be there, sir," she practically shouts, a few pieces of celery flying off her plate. Mr. No's eyes widen in shock, but he quickly recovers. Wonderful attitude, and good for you, Miss Chu Mina. My father is Chu Minhee. Mina's face falls. You two are old friends. Right, of course. Minhee's daughter. Mr. Nose chuckles, a look of relief in his eyes. Thank you for reminding me. A smile bursts across Mina's face. Thank you, Mr. No, she says, simpering. Simp. Will the two of you be getting together anytime soon? Father is always saying how he enjoys your company at the annual Chu Corporation Christmas party. Yes, I have to give him a ring. He chuckles before turning his attention back to me. And what a wonderful taste and friends you have, Rachel. You and Mina are fine examples for the other senior trainees. You should all be making this late night therapy session a top priority. Mr. No's eyes locks with mine. And I can see myself in the reflection of his sunglasses, especially to those of you who wish to debut soon. My insides are on fire, and I don't waver. I can feel Mina's eyes. Yeah, Mina's smug expression burning a hole in the side of my head. But I take another sip of Milky's and smile. Count me in, I say. Mr. No nods in approval, and I raise my can to him as if I'm making a toast to family and being utterly screwed. I can't wait. Okay, I got through it, guys. Oh my god. That was chapter 1, and yeah, this is messy, and I like it. I really, really like it so far. Next time, I'll warm up my voice. That way, I'm not stuttering and stumbling over my voice and stuff. So, yes. What you guys think of the first chapter? I have some theories on who everybody is. I am a big fan of the group that Jessica was in, so I have a feeling I know who these people are, but I know for sure Mina is Taeyang. It's Taeyang. It can't be no one but her. I love her. She sings very beautiful. She's an angel, skinny legend, but she comes across as someone who would be very jealous. So, yeah, that's my theory. It is good and funny, yes. It is good and funny. Yeah, Jessica really did a really good job. Just from chapter 1, I want to read more. Very good. I have a feeling, but I got confused though because she said 2017 in here, and she's still a trainee. Rachel's still a trainee, but for some reason they mentioned 2017 because I could have sworn, if my brain is thinking right, she was. Oh, wasn't this? This had to be 2000, before 2008 or 2009. But she said 2017, but I know she mixed some stuff around for creative whatchamacallit and not to get sued, because I think she's still got do not talk BS type contract. But I know Leia, whatever, is definitely Crystal. And yeah, so far this is great. I'm gonna take a quick break and read the comments. Yeah, hold on. Who's Akari? Who could Akari be though? Like, so far we've been introduced to Lizzie. Don't know who Lizzie is. I'd have to see more context clues before I decide who everybody is. Yeah. Let's see. We met Mr. No, who's probably the SM Entertainment president. Unji. Who could Unji be? Again, I'd have to. Oh man, what if it's? I don't know. I have to review some stuff and look for a couple things, because when I was listening to it, there was some stuff that stuck out to me. So maybe if I read it myself, I would actually piece some stuff together. But yeah, Paul, you're right. She is gonna get a TV deal, and I'm excited, but I'm also kind of scared because I kind of don't want non-K-pop fans to like see that and go, see, K-pop is evil, these people don't get along. But you know, it's literally no different than what happens in the music industry. So, but people judge K-pop like way too harshly. But this is a really good book, but I can tell it's gonna get messy. It's already kind of getting a little messy, and this is just chapter 1. So chapter 2 will probably be a hoot. Let me put my bookmark in here so I don't forget, and I don't like read past where we are. I actually have a pretty bookmark. I'll have to look for it later. Yeah, I kind of don't want it to be a Netflix show either. I kind of feel like it's a little too much spotlight on K-pop, and also like, I don't know, they would this would cause some real mess, real mess, because like, if these people are who I think they are and I can do the lineup, I'm gonna probably start making notes on this. But I have some theories, and I might do a video once we get further enough on who's who. but Mina is most definitely, because I remember they tried to make Taste Sick a thing, but I know Taste Sick was not a thing because they barely ever interacted on camera on variety shows. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm a big fan of this group. Still am. I still can't keep up with them. I keep up with Jessica. I'm proud that she's getting her chance to say her part of the story. But I have some reservations, and as I read more, I also kind of feel like that this is just my personal opinion. I feel like there are some things that she didn't have to put in there. Like, I think she's kind of going a little too deep in it, but I'm also here for the mess. I'm here for it. I personally wouldn't do it, but I'm here for the mess, and I'm happy for her. I'm really happy for her. And I'm rambling because I don't know what else to say. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that there's 5 beautiful people here, yeah, it's not any messier than what goes on. You're absolutely right. It's not more or less. It's about the same. I think every industry is messy. But because this is so recent, I don't know. It feels a bit raw because I still have a lot of hope that maybe they'll put their differences aside and have one last thing. But I know she's pretty much been erased from the company, so that's never going to happen. But in my mind, I still think that they're going to get together, just like a couple years ago. We'll see you in a minute, Kat. I think, I don't know. I think, I lost my train of thought. I think it feels less messier because up until now, we didn't really know groups didn't get along. Like, we always thought, like, in my mind, I always thought, you know, the power of nine angels, all that good stuff. You know, I still very much follow 9 Angels, like, blogs, even though they don't include her. And they pretty much did everything but erase the poor girl from the existence of the group. I still remember the anniversary picture, and they shared an old one, and they blurred Jess out, and that's shameful because, I mean, and Catch Me If You Can, they really did just erase her from, they refilmed the music video and cut her scenes out. That's absolutely trash that they did that. But I still can't keep up with them. Forever One comeback was great. It was great for a long distance. It's still very catchy. I still, even though when I bought the book, I was singing Forever One, and I'm messy, but let's see. We should start wrapping up now. It's been an hour, and I'm pretty sure people have better things to do than listen to some weird autistic lady on the internet. So, who wants book club tomorrow? Should book club be tomorrow? Or should we wait? Because I have tomorrow off from work, so I'll be a little less tired. I'll be a little less tired, and I'll have a better setup. Hopefully I can create some more ambience. Maybe I can play music through my TV or speakers, so that way it doesn't have to be through my computer. That way I don't have to cut and start and restart with the awkward starting. So if anyone wants book club tomorrow, put a 2 in the chat. That way I know you guys are there and you're not bots. Put a 2 in the chat for book club tomorrow. Woo. All we need is 2 people. 2 people to do the 2 in the chat, and we will do it. We got lurkers. That's fine. That's cool. Hello, lurkers. Hello. I might stream from Twitch, though. I might do both. I might stream from Twitch and YouTube. So we got 1, 2. Paul, you want book club again? Put a 2 in chat. Oh my gosh. I guess You know, whatever. I'll read it for fun. I don't care. I'll read it if you don't read it. And you guys don't have to look at it. Okay. Keep it at 2. Everyone's here. Alrighty. Okay, fine. Book club is adjourned. Everybody eat, sleep, go to work. We will have book club tomorrow around 7:30 my time. But I'll let everybody know on Twitter and the community tab. I'll let you know. And I think I'll need a 5 or 3 minute delay, and then we'll go straight to the story. No videos to start it unless I found something interesting to look at. But I will be streaming before book club. I'll be streaming Persona, just for fun, because I really need to get New Game Plus up and out. So I'll be streaming twice tomorrow. I'll be streaming at 7:30 for book club, and then I'll be streaming sometime in the afternoon if you want to join me for Persona 5 R Royale New Game Plus. Hard mode. We're playing on hard mode. So, yep. Alrighty. I'm gonna go now. Let me get my stuff. Oh yeah. You can also set an alert. I didn't know that. See, look at you. Bye. Let's gonna start the in-stream stuff now. So